The artificial general intelligence dilemma: salvation, oppressor, or successor. For decades, the warning was clear: automation is coming for the factory worker. The robots will take the jobs on the assembly line. But we were looking in the wrong direction. The replacement has already begun, and it's happening faster and hitting closer to home than anyone ever predicted. This isn't a future threat discussed in conference rooms. It's a present-day reality showing up in pink slips and empty offices. In 2023 alone, the tech sector laid off over 260,000 workers. And this trend has continued into 2025. But here's the critical shift that many are missing. These aren't just cuts due to a bad economy. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon have been very clear. They are firing thousands of people while simultaneously announcing massive multi-billion-dollar investments in artificial intelligence. This isn't a downturn. It's a corporate restructuring on a scale we've never seen before. Look at the automotive industry. The transition to electric vehicles is a Trojan horse for automation. EVs are fundamentally simpler machines with fewer parts, designed from the ground up to be built by robots. Companies like Tesla openly talk about their alien dreadnought factories, facilities so automated that human presence is minimal. Or consider Amazon. Right now, in their fulfillment centers, over 750,000 robotic drive units work alongside humans. But the goal isn't cooperation, it's replacement. The company is actively developing systems to fully automate the picking, packing, and loading processes. And what about the drivers? Amazon's long-term goal is to replace its entire delivery network with autonomous vehicles and drones within the next few years. This is the backdrop. A system-wide silent transformation where human labor is being systematically reevaluated against the falling cost of silicon and software. And to understand where this is going, we need to break down the targets into 3 distinct categories. The first and most surprising is the professional class. The most shocking and immediate target of AI isn't the blue-collar worker, it's the white-collar professional. The doctor, the lawyer, the accountant, the mid-level manager. These are the jobs we were told were safe because they required a human brain, years of education, and complex judgment. That safety net is gone. Let's start with the legal field. AI like GPT-4 can now pass the uniform bar exam, scoring in the 90th percentile. That's better than most human law school graduates. But it's not just about tests. Right now, top-tier law firms are using AI like Harvey AI to conduct legal research, review thousands of contracts in minutes, and draft complex legal documents. Work that used to take a team of paralegals and junior associates hundreds of billable hours now takes an AI a fraction of the time. The core work of law is being automated. The attorney is being reduced to an overseer, a button clicker for an intelligence they no longer fully control. The same revolution is happening in medicine. AI diagnostic tools are already outperforming human radiologists in detecting certain cancers from mammograms and CT scans. ChatGPT-4 has been shown to perform at or near the passing threshold for the USMLE, the grueling multi-day exam that all doctors must pass to practice. You can now go online and describe your symptoms to an AI that will give you a list of potential diagnoses and treatment options that rival a general practitioner's. So what's stopping it? The hurdle isn't ability, it's permission. It's the closed, licensed gatekeeping systems of the American Bar Association, the American Medical Association, and state licensing boards. These institutions are the modern-day guilds, and they will fight to maintain their monopoly. But the pressure is building. When a high-quality legal or medical opinion is available for free, the very foundation of these professions begins to crack. The second category is the self-employed and the gig workers. This group is on the most fragmented front line. For some, AI is a powerful new partner. For others, it's their direct replacement. For creators, writers, video editors, designers, AI is a force multiplier. It can help brainstorm ideas, draft scripts, edit footage, and create stunning graphics. the value shifts from pure creation to curation and direction. The future is the AI prompting engineers and content creators. But the threat is real. The market is being flooded with AI-generated content, devaluing the work and making it harder for individual creators to compete. For drivers, the threat is absolute and existential. We are not talking about a distant future. Autonomous vehicle companies like Waymo and Cruise are already operating driverless taxi services in major cities like San Francisco and Phoenix. The American Trucking Association has issued warnings about the long-term impact on the 3.5 million truck drivers in the United States. The timeline for this replacement isn't decades away. It's being rolled out street by street right now. The third and final category is the blue-collar and skilled trades. This is where the physical, unpredictable nature of the real world presents the biggest challenge for AI. But the economic incentive to solve this problem is absolutely immense. For low-skill blue-collar work in warehouses and basic retail, the business case is a no-brainer. Compare a human worker who needs a salary, healthcare, sick days, and holidays costing a company $20 to $30 an hour to a robot that might cost the equivalent of $4 to $5 an hour to operate, with no benefits and no complaints. Companies like Boston Dynamics are no longer just making videos of robots doing backflips. They are designing robots that can move boxes with frightening dexterity. The technical hurdles are falling by the month. Now, what about the skilled trades? The plumbers, electricians, and carpenters. This is a harder nut to crack. The variation in tasks and environments is immense. It's one thing for a robot to work on an assembly line. It's another for it to navigate a messy 100-year-old basement to fix a unique plumbing problem. The Sven the AI plumber scenario is likely further out, perhaps 5 to 10 years. The real hurdles here are trust, fine motor skills for complex tasks, and the sheer unpredictability of the real world. But make no mistake, the economic incentive to replace an $80,000 a year electrician will drive this innovation relentlessly. When it happens, the disruption will be total. So, we have the technology. We have the overwhelming economic incentive. The question is no longer if AI will replace your job, but when. And this leads us to the greatest dilemma of all, a question so vast we must save it for its own discussion. What do we, as a society, do with hundreds of millions of people who are no longer economically necessary in the traditional sense? The next 1 to 2 years will be decisive. The pieces are on the board. The countdown has begun. This is the AGI dilemma. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.